start smiling, because you'll go see us. It's a thing that's going to come about being recorded. Say got it, or it won't add you in.
I did it. Got it.
Okay. Let's just see how this is working. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I don't know. It might still be switching back and forth. Okay, I see you. Okay. Switching back and forth. So okay, I see you. Hey Kelly, how are you? Hold on, I got my volume up. I gotta get that down. It's gonna be, if you're watching me on Facebook, you're gonna have to mute your phone or whatever, because it's gonna do a constant loop. So make sure one of yours is muted. Hi Kelly. Hey Tanya, how are you? Folks are hopping on. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. We are doing something completely different tonight. I have my friend Dee here. I have no idea what it is that I am painting tonight. Been sitting here ready. Oh, thank you for sprinkling the love, Tanya. So Dee is gonna walk me through step by step. And what we're gonna do is, thank you for sprinkling the love, Dee. Dee's got instructions for me, and I am supposed to follow instructions. And if anybody knows me, I have a tough time following instructions. I have a tough time following directions, and I have a tough time knowing my right from my left. So this is going to go really well. This is going to be fun. You are right, Kelly, or Cindy, you are right. Thank you for sprinkling the love, Cindy. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go over the supply list when we get ready. Thank you for sprinkling the love, Kelly. This is something I have never done before, but when Dee said something about it, I said, sure. And then I sprung it on her that we would be live. She thought I was just going to get on a video with her, and she was going to walk me through these instructions, and I was going to just do them with her. And I'm like, oh, no, girlfriend, you're going to put me on the spot. You're going to be on the spot with me, and we're going to be live in the house tonight doing it. And so, hey, Lynn, hey, Brenda, how are y'all? So we are, thank you, Brenda, for sprinkling the love. So we are going to be doing this tonight. How are y'all? Tell me first, how are y'all on this Monday night or Monday night? How's your Monday been? Hopefully it's been good. If you notice, I don't have a drop of makeup because my left eye, like something happened yesterday and it got really sensitive and like really sore. See how red it is up there? It's nothing there. It's nothing on my skin, but I didn't want to put any makeup on it. So I was like, you know what? We're just not going to worry about it. We're just not going to worry about it. And so I don't know. But it's been productive. That's a good Monday. It's been productive. That's a good one. Anyway, all right, well, let's get started. So I'm going to turn this down. I hope so. Redecorated a bathroom and started painting. Dang, y'all are like really productive. I'm just dang glad I got my clothes on and finished work today.
I got dressed and got a bath.
There you go. I did get a bath. That's right. Well, I just don't want to, I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it's like, it could be like maybe Kai scratched it or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like it's scratched, but sometimes we'll be like playing on the couch together and he'll like put his paw in my face or something like that. So it could have been. So I want to show y'all something real quick. This is one of the supplies. And I picked this up at Michael's. And I thought I wanted to tell y'all about it because number one, I'm gonna go back and see if I can find more. They were $6.99, and of course, it being Valentine stuff, it's half off, so $3.50. And I figure after Valentine's, they'll probably be like 80% off, right? And so this is where this is going to be a good deal. So I wouldn't buy it less than 80% off, but at 80% off, it's an ornament, guys. It's a plastic ornament that opens up. And I would say this is about like a 4-inch or so, 3.5 to 4-inch ornament. So it's a great size, great to decoupage with. Inside, now I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all open this up, just to know if y'all gonna put these back in and close it back up the way I had it, it's gonna take you like 30 minutes to figure out how to fit all of these back in here and it close. Because I don't know. But so, you know, you could decoupage any and all sides of this that you wanted to. You could do inside and create like a little, you know, kind of peeping through, or outside, whatever you want. But that's the cutest little ornament. And, you know, $3.50 is a little expensive per one, but, you know, if you could get it for 80% off, that's not a bad deal. And then it comes with these 3 cookie cutters. So it's got this simple little, this is going well, I can't hold on to nothing. Simple little heart. It's got this kind of like fat heart. And then it's kind of got this heart that has like a little bend in it. So they're super cute. Anyway.
And if you go over to the cooking section of Michael's, you can get pastry cutters that are a little bit smaller. And I think there were either 3 or 4 in those packages for $6. And
Okay.
they're silicone, hard silicone. They're light pink in color, and they were like $6.95. So
Okay.
you kind of have a choice. If you can't find that one, you can find the other one because they're pretty much there all the time.
Yeah. And Kelly is right. Kelly made a comment here. You can make plenty of things with the cookie cutter. You can tie them and hang them. They're super cute like that. You could
My daughter left her Christmas tree up this year to do for all the holidays,
Yeah.
and she bought cookie cutters and has them hanging all over the Christmas tree right now.
Yeah, that's perfect. You can even drill a little hole in them and hang, you know, I mean, you can do all kind of stuff. So, but Dee also wanted to show you how you could take a toilet paper or a paper towel holder, roll and make a heart. So that's gonna be, I guess, my first instruction, but I'm gonna turn down because I want to make sure I have she gave me the supply list. I want to make sure I have everything. Hold on, let me go home and focus this thing, because every now and then you have to refocus it. All right, come on, focus. Let me get my hand out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We are focused. All right, now I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right, so what she told me is some cookie cutters. So I got those. I'm gonna set my little ornament over here out of the way. She told me a white paint, a bright red paint. So that's Santa red, because that's my favorite. Bahama blue. I'm using bubblegum pink. And guys, a neon orange. And if you want to know, that says black light neon. So that's a neon orange. And then a gold metallic. She told me I could use the toilet paper roll to make a heart with. So we're going to do that. And then she gave me some brushes to use and a palette knife. She said I needed that. So a couple of flat brushes. I have an angle brush. I have a filbert brush. I have a smaller flat and I have a round. So am I good to go on supplies?
You are good to go.
Okay. So let's just make this heart. I'm assuming we just bend it in a heart shape.
You have a pair of scissors close by.
Yep.
Okay. About
Okay.
an inch and a half. The first thing is to know which is the factory cut side, which is the sides that are already cut. So take your pencil,
I would
which
assume
I
both.
can see,
Okay.
and on the factory cut side, make a big mark or a big FC next to it so that you'll remember it, because your side,
I
when
mean,
you cut it, once you cut it, your edge will never be as straight as their edge.
okay. So let's just do FC up here because it's a toilet paper roll and I haven't cut it. So both are factory cut edges.
Yep.
Okay.
About an inch and a half from the edge, you want to make your cut.
An inch and a half from the factory cut or from the other edge?
It's from the factory cut. And either side is factory cut at this point.
Right. But
So
the
it doesn't
side I
matter
put
which side.
FC.
Doesn't matter
Okay.
left or right, which side you cut.
All right. So how am I cutting it? Am I cutting it like that or am I
Nope.
cutting it like this?
Straight across. There you go.
About an inch and a half. Okay. Okay.
Now just fold it in half.
Okay. Fold it in half. Okay. All right. It's folded in half.
Now pinch one half, like pinch the middle, and that's going to be of one end, and that's going to be the bottom of the heart.
Okay.
Push that one down, and you're going to push it all the way into the center, and that's going to become the top, and then you just kind of push and squeeze until you make it kind of even.
Okay.
And push the center down towards the bottom.
Yep.
It gets kind of funky. But once you get it right, you'll figure it out, and then you kind of
Okay. I got
play with the top edges to get them rounded again.
yeah.
And then you have your heart.
Taller than the other end, but that's okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just needs to be a heart shape.
I think I like the cookie cutter idea a whole lot better, just saying.
I did too.
Okay.
That's why I went, you know what? I'll use them for lots of other things too, because I can't draw hearts well anyway.
But I got a little heart.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna set my colors to the side here. I'm gonna lose these scissors. And I'm gonna lose the rest of that toilet paper roll.
And your pencil. You set your cookie cutters and your heart aside.
Okay, my cookie cutters can go aside. And then I'm gonna set all my paints aside. And I've got an 11 by 14 canvas here if anybody wants to know.
And you're going to
And
start with your big brush
okay,
and your orange.
my neon orange. Okay.
Neon orange. And you're going to do an underpainting with the orange. You can either put it directly on the canvas or you can put it on your palette and work from there.
Okay. So you want me to paint the entire canvas orange? All right.
The entire canvas.
Let me just give this a good shake because this was a brand new one and I have not used this before. Oh my. Y'all, we're getting bright in the house tonight.
Yeah. Make sure your brush is a little bit damp if you didn't already.
It's not, but I'll get it.
And just spread your paint around. You're not aiming for complete coverage, so if it's thin in some areas and darker in other, that's okay.
Okay.
Just aiming for not white canvas.
Okay.
And you're kind of going to do it in a painterly fashion, not trying to do solid areas.
Okay. So kind of like a slip slap.
Yep.
When I hear painterly fashion, I think of slip slap, which is technically a painter's term. I don't know that I love this neon orange, but it's like neon orange in
I
some spots and
I
yellow.
found out I freaking hated it, and I don't know that I will often use it.
But okay. All right. So y'all in the house, are y'all liking this color? It's definitely different. I'm gonna tell you that much, Dee. It's
Oh
bright.
yeah. I'm with you. I was going, uh-oh.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be pretty. We're gonna send it some good vibes, right, guys? Out there in Facebook land, send it some good vibes. And it's gonna be beautiful. I'm anxious to see what it's gonna do in the black light. Like, what happens if I put a black light on it? I've got a black light. They'll be glowing.
You might be.
I might. It's all right. Okay.
Now you want to wash your brush out good and dry it and dry your painting.
Okay.
You want this level to be dry good.
Kelly says she's an orange fan. Brenda says our house is orange. Okay. So we got some orange fans in the house. And I guess, yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday. Tell me, did your team win or did your team lose? And, I guess Kansas City Chiefs has a little orange going on in their thing. So you could say that this was I don't know. Definitely interesting. Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. Cindy, I at least know that. And I'm not a football fan. I'm not a football fan either. But I started watching just before the halftime. About, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes before the halftime show. I can't say I love the halftime show. I felt like Rihanna has some really good songs, and it's like where were those really good ones? A couple of them, but there were a few that were like, well, why didn't you sing that one? And I don't know what she was wearing, and the other people were wearing. I'm like, I can't even I can't even comment about that. I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was like some sort of parachute thing. I was expecting her to jump out that platform thing. She was going in the air and like fly. It's like, well, maybe it's like a parachute thing that opens up, but she didn't do that. So, hey Ari, how are you? You didn't watch any of it, Brenda. Well, I watched it from a little bit before the halftime. I watched the whole thing. I'll have to say, it was like a close game there for a little while. And then it was kind of like a cat and mouse type thing. I didn't enjoy that part of it. I was like, that seems like they're just toying with them. Like they know they've got this and they're just toying with them. But I did think it was interesting that brothers, one was on one team and one was on the other, and they were playing against each other. That was interesting. It is a pretty color once she gets dry. I like how it, like, even though it was like weird when it went on with the way it was doing, I kind of like this effect I got. All right, Dee, what's next?
Put out your pink and your red.
Okay. My bubblegum pink and my Santa red.
And with your size of canvas, you can use the same brush you were using.
Okay.
And you're going to stick with your painterly kind of manner. And you're going to do random areas of pink and red. You don't necessarily need to clean your brush between the two.
Okay.
And you can go back and forth between the two colors, whatever strikes your fancy. And you're kind of going to do a C swoopy shape going from just to the right of the mid bottom up to towards the top right of your canvas.
C shape. So go that way.
But you don't want it to look like a C. Just that's the general shape you're aiming for, but you don't want it to actually look like a C.
Okay.
So just randomly wherever you want to put color.
Okay, now I'm gonna go into some red.
And they don't have to be in any particular shape or form.
Okay.
And it is okay to go off the edges of the canvas.
Okay. I don't know. Is that, am I done? Do I keep going?
Go till you're happy with it.
And so I don't do anything on this side, just keep this C shape going, kind of.
You can go thicker and cover up some of the orange if you want. But yeah, will have some area of orange left. But we'll take care of that in the next step.
Okay, kind of looks like a big old wave. All right. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. I don't know what I'm doing, so I think I'm happy with that.
Okay.
It looks like a wave. All right, what's next?
Alrighty.
So let's see any comments. So she's looking up the next step. Yeah, they are pretty colors. I started to say that they are pretty comments. Y'all write pretty comments.
Okay, now you're going to pour out some white.
Okay. Okay.
You're going to need a little more than that.
Oh.
And you need to be able to spread it out so that your heart shapes will fit into it. So you'll need to use your palette knife to do that.
Okay. So you want me to spread it out here and put my heart
on your palette paper.
Okay. All right. They
Now
should-
take whichever hearts you want.
Okay. Well, I figure I got 3. Let's just use all of them.
That's what I did.
Okay.
You're going to dip them
Okay.
and randomly place them on your canvas,
Anywhere and everywhere.
anywhere and everywhere you want.
Okay.
Generally, you get about 2 per, 1 or 2 per dip.
Right.
I wouldn't do too many white ones in the orange area.
Okay.
I'll save that for the gold. And they can go off the edge of the canvas too.
Okay. Okay.
They
Are
can
we-
also overlap.
Okay. Seems like a good idea. I think that's right, pretty. Okay.
And you stop when you're happy with your hearts.
I'm happy with my hearts, I think.
Now you need to dry it very well.
Okay. What are y'all thinking in Facebook land? Am I following directions? Maybe a little bit. So Kelly and Brenda have had a productive Monday. Anybody else have a productive? I'm liking it so far. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not the greatest on following directions. I'm kind of loving the background though. I kind of love these parts. So give me your opinion on this. As many of you know, I carry lots of art supplies now. Decoupage papers, art supplies. A lot of them are used for mixed media projects. I don't do a whole lot of mixed media projects outside of like glass and resin. And so what I'm thinking, and I kind of struggle a little bit with mixed media projects because it's like, well, what do you do with them, right? What do you do with them? Like you make these things and then what do you do with them? And so I think that's my struggle. But I am considering and like turning Mondays into mixed media Mondays, where we get to explore like mixed media things, and I'm gonna start to learn more and more and more about different mixed media projects and stuff. And so I think I'm gonna turn Mondays into mixed media Mondays. What do y'all give me your thoughts on that? fun idea? I think so. I'm liking the texture I'm getting here too. I don't know if you can tell, but like the hearts have a little bit of a texture to them. I like that.
You know me, I always add texture.
They're not just flat. Yes, I know, Ari, I know you do. And I struggle with it. So I'm gonna need y'all's help. But I figure if I struggle with it, others struggle right along with me because everybody, we all have our like weaknesses and we all have our strengths, and we don't grow unless we challenge those weaknesses, and together we can accomplish anything. So I'm like, maybe if we do mixed media Mondays, we'll have fun tackling that problem together. And because I know I have folks watching who love mixed media and do like a ton of it. And I have folks who watch and do a ton of painting. I have, so we bring our strengths together. And we bring our weaknesses and we make each other stronger all the way around. Okay. I think for the most part, other than maybe some really thick areas, I am dry.
Okay. Next is your Bahama blue.
Okay. That's right, Ari. We will struggle and because we all have our weaknesses and we all have our strengths, and we learn together. And so
I have a few mixed media projects I picked up from around the world. Some
cool.
of them I've done, some of them I haven't.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
I know they're always a big challenge for me.
They're a big challenge. And I think I challenge with it because also it's like I sell my art, and it's like for some of the things they're beautiful, but it's like
It takes me so long and I end up doing it like 2 or 3 times to get it to a point where it's good enough to sell.
right. And then you're like, well, by the time you've done all that, it's like, how much are you gonna charge for this? Ignore the crying face. Okay, I'll ignore the crying face. I'm assuming that was like laughing face or something. All right, Dee, what's my next step with the Bahama blue?
Okay, you're going to pour out a fair amount because you're going to use it all over.
Oh, okay.
What you're going to do now is
Uh-huh.
cover up the background. You're going to go up to your white hearts, but you're not going to touch your white. So you're going to probably have 3 different brushes going, or at least I did. I had my big one for in the big areas that were where I had no hearts. And then I had my medium for where I got closer to my hearts. And then I had my little one for in between.
So you mean all of the area that isn't the sea, I cover up with the blue?
Yep, and in between all the hearts. But you still want to let some of that red and pink and orange show through so you don't go right up to the edge of the white. And it doesn't matter how thick or how pale your blue is. If some of it shows through, that's okay. Once it dries, you can go back and decide if you want thicker areas of blue or thinner areas of blue.
Okay. I'm assuming you still want it like painterly looking?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This could almost be a mixed media piece. I mean, I know technically we're just using paint, but it kind of has a
Kind of has the look.
it has a look of it. Okay. I think I'm pretty good.
Mm. You want to get in closer to some of your hearts with a smaller brush.
Oh, okay. All right. So you really mean like,
Yep.
okay.
Like the blue should be a predominant effect right now.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So really the orange and pink really just come through where the hearts are.
Sort of, but you don't have to totally hide the orange and pink and red in the background. They
Okay.
can peep through.
Okay. Dang. So my red was not dry. Okay.
See how your hearts are starting to really pop now?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Okay.
See how like those two hearts where you're working right now, that spot where the color pops through below them is great, but now you really have defined that those two hearts are there.
Right. I see what you're saying. I'm catching on. Was a little dense at first, but I'm catching on now.
Now it's not a thing of being dim, it's a thing of you gotta make your eyes sit back a little and look. Took me a while to do that too.
Okay.
It's hard to paint this and think of it as an abstract and still paint it.
Okay. I think I'm getting it.
I finally decided it was an abstract that begs for detail, which is unusual, but it does.
Okay.
But sit 4 people down and the paintings will not look alike.
Well, I wouldn't expect it to
No, but they
because
won't even necessarily look similar.
Mhm.
I can show you the 4 examples from the other night.
Okay. Well, just hold off on that. Hold off.
They are extremely different and none of them are finished, but You would not think these three people that were sitting here with me got the same set of instructions.
All right. Okay. So let's see. There we
Okay,
go.
good. Now I can tell you have hearts there.
Yep. You can tell I have hearts there, although some of them I covered up my white lines a little bit, but that's okay. Just on a little part, little side of it.
That's all right. If you have a white Posca pen or you have a good liner out there and your white paint, you can always put them back on.
Yeah. Okay, what's my next step, Dee?
Clean out all your brushes that you got blue paint on.
Huh?
Rinse
Okay.
out your brushes.
All right. I'm rinsing them out. Okay.
Now go back to your red and blue or pink,
Okay.
the small flat or your filbert or round, whichever you're more comfortable with, or for you,
Okay.
maybe your angle.
Right.
And you're going to go to your hearts and you're going to decide which ones, usually odd numbers, which ones are going to be pink, straight from the bottle pink,
Okay.
but don't cover up your white lines.
Okay. And you just want me to paint the entire heart.
Yep. You don't have to do the overlap area. Whatever's in the overlap can stay whatever color it is.
Seems like we're covering up all of our pretty.
Not all. You're just going to randomly pick a few.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in over with the white. Go back over these hearts because I done covered up the white on them. All right.
Happy with that? Okay, take your pink and add a little bit of white to it
Okay.
to make a lighter pink,
Mm-hmm.
and add a few of those.
Okay. Okay.
Now you're going to do the same process with the red.
Okay. So how y'all liking this so far? Are you loving it? All right, let's see. Let's make this guy red. Okay.
And then make a lighter shade of your red when you're done.
All right, hold on. Let me get this one right here. Well, okay, lighter shade of my red. It's gonna make a pink, but hopefully it's not the same pink as
No, just
pink I
add
used.
red to it so it's not too pink.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Maybe this one. Kind of interesting, isn't it, guys? And maybe this one. Okay.
Good. Or looks good. Got them all done.
77. Oh, wow, Brenda, that's nice. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Kelly. Hey, Catherine, how are you? We're doing something different tonight, Catherine. I'm being directed. Dee is telling me what to do. Okay.
All right, now you want to dry it well.
Okay.
Brushes.
Thank you, Ari. Okay.
Now you want to do any touch-ups of your white.
Now I want to do what?
Any touch-ups on your white.
Okay. So my white hearts. You want me to go around all of them? Probably.
Well, any ones that you need to.
Pretty much all of them. I pretty much destroyed all of them.
I know I did on mine.
Between the colors and the background, I pretty much destroyed them all. Okay. But at least it's a nice little outline to follow.
Yep.
And it allows me to clean them up. So that's good. Mhm. Okay. Okay. That's half of them.
Yep.
Glenn's like, thanks for sharing that, Brenda. Brenda's like, it's gonna be 77 here tomorrow. Lynn's sitting up in northern New York being like, thank you, Brenda. I needed that.
Yeah,
Like,
she is kind of being bratty with that.
thanks, thanks, my friend. I just had to get tickled. It's okay. Like, Lynn, you're gonna have to go to Florida. I think Brenda just was like, come on, Lynn. Come on to Florida. You could snowbird.
Did you forget your edge of the one that, or didn't you want to thicken it? The second one in on that row from the left.
This one? I
Yeah,
did.
down where it goes over the first chart.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
I was gonna just kind of let that just, I don't know.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't mean to make you do it if you didn't want to.
No, I mean, it don't matter. I was kind of where they overlap was just kind of like picking one to be on top, but whatever, doesn't matter.
Well, they just so nicely overlap. Neither one was really on top.
Right. All right. Well, okay. There we go.
Looks good.
Not a week, 3 or 4 weeks. Looks like it's gonna be a nice week for you. No, not a week. 3 or 4. You gonna be there for 3 or 4 weeks? Wow, nice. Lynn, I don't blame you. You are gonna be snowbirding for a little while. All right.
Go ahead and try it.
Okay. We're gonna dry. I will say these are so, I mean, I'm really loving this, but the colors are kind of unexpected. Didn't know what to expect with that neon orange, but I kind of like it. Okay. All right.
Okie dokie. Pour out your gold.
Okay. Pour out my gold.
And you're going to use your smallest or most favorite of your cookie cutters.
Okay. I'm going to use my palette knife to smooth this out because I don't want to waste all of my gold.
No, you don't.
But I gotta have to get a little bigger pile because that's a big cookie cutter.
And
I'll
I
tell
would
you
use
what I can
the
do. I can
opposite side of the cookie cutter from what you already used
uh-huh.
so that it's a thin outline.
Well, I used the thinner outline the first time around.
Okay, then use the thicker
So
side.
be the thicker side this time. Or I can wipe it. I can clean it.
You can do either way.
Okay. Just take it with that and clean it off.
How much thicker is the thicker side?
It ain't that much thicker. I can just turn it over. All right.
Randomly place some gold ones on there.
Okay.
And you're not going to fill the gold ones in. They are just accents.
Okay.
That one you may have to finish with a brush.
Okay. This is my Paint Pixie Metallic 24 karat gold. That's why I was like, I don't want to pour it a big old thing of it because, you know, this is too good of a metallic paint to waste. So it's like I just want to pour out what I need. How cute is this though? Really, seriously. How cute. And something totally like I would not do, like I would not have just thought of this. But I'm actually really, really loving it.
And when you're happy with placement of gold hearts, you can stop.
Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with it.
And, you know, for yours, you might want to touch them up with a brush or not. I'm having a hard time seeing the gold on the camera, so.
There may be a couple that I touch up with just a brush, but I kind of like them thin. So I'm gonna try to keep them kind of thinnish. Even though I do love, 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 love this gold.
And with the end of your brush, you can also add some dots that are going upwards on your canvas.
Okay. A big brush or a little brush?
I would use a small brush.
Okay. gold dots?
Yep.
Okay. Again, I love the texture I'm getting from the cookie cutter, guys. I don't think you would get this kind of texture from the cardboard. So if you can get you some cookie cutters.
I've done it with both, and you get better texture with the cookie cutter.
Yeah. Because the cardboard's gonna soak up some of the paint. And so I don't think you're gonna have, and you said going upwards, so like little, like
Yep.
just random throughout.
Yep.
Okay.
And if anybody is inclined, they can also add spatter to theirs in any one of the colors that you have used.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll splatter with a little bit of, I don't know what color yet. Okay, I don't want to put too many dots. So I've got my dots on there. And if I splatter, part of me wants to splatter with the background orange.
That's what some people did to bring it a little bit back into the front.
And so part of me wants to do that. All right. Is that next step is the splatter?
Yep. And then you can dry it and it's ready to cure and then be sealed.
Okay. So we're done after that.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So cool. Cool. So basically we're done after this. We're done.
Yep.
You're not putting anything in the center here?
You don't have to. It's up to you.
Oh,
The
okay.
title of your painting is called Love Arises.
Love Arises. Okay. Well, my center needs a little attention. My center is not. I love this, but I thought in my mind's eye, like something was going to go there, but it didn't. So I'm just going to put a couple more gold hearts, I think. All right. Love Arises. I like that.
By the way, I think you followed directions very well.
What do y'all think? Does it look like Love Arises? I do think it's really cute. I really like it. And I am going to, let's say.
Oh, and sign it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign it. Okay. A wave of hearts. I do too. I see a wave of hearts. I kind of created a world. Yeah, exactly. Like like a circle there of like hearts. I think it's super cute. We're gonna give it a, it looks like conversation hearts. It does. And you know, that would be super cute if you wanted to add something to this that, you know, just kind of like make it your own little thing. You could put like cutie pie and be mine and, you know, just with like a pin. That would be cute too, wouldn't it, Dee?
Yes, it would. Make it your own.
You know, just if you went in and you did that on the colored ones and then just kind of left the other ones, you know, like the ones we painted in, if we had done that on that and then let the gold kind of just looks like a whisper of a heart on it. And I kind of like it. It does. It does. Looks like conversation hearts. That would be super cute though if you put like cutie pie, be mine, love. Do y'all want to do that? Dee can tell me the word and I'll put it in there. Whispering the love. Whispering the love. I like that too. Kathy says whispering the love.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna dry it and then we can decide if we want to put the conversation words in there or not. Because that would be cute. I mean, I love it the way it is. Kathy says she likes it the way it is. I do too. I will. I'll have her show hers. They want to see the example you have. So hold on, Dee. Let me get this dry and then we will. You can hold if when you hold yours up, if you talk, it'll be automatically shifted over to you because it will shift as you're talking. I tell you, this metallic is so pretty on here. I don't know if the camera is really showing it, but it is so pretty. It really is so pretty. Some of these splatters are like hard to dry. But we're not doing any more with it, so it can just take its time. All right, Dee, speak and hold yours up.
Okay, I can hold mine up. Now, mind you, I'm at just putting the blue on because I taught this here at home the other night, even though I should not have. I was not strong enough to really be doing this to a class of 3. So I was just at the point of putting the blue on. So this one's mine.
Okay.
And I can show you 3 other examples from the people who were here. Let me shuffle things off of them so I can get
This one is mine, guys.
I like yours.
Look how different mine is. Or, I mean, and like Dee was saying, like just from the instructions, like everybody would have done it a little bit different.
We had slightly different colors of paint because I paint with heavy body paints. So mine are tube paints. So my colors were different.
Right, right.
This
Yours
was my person who couldn't stop talking or follow directions. And I kept having to repeat steps, but actually hers is not bad.
no, it's
But
actually really
she was
pretty.
also the reason it took 4 hours to get to this point instead of the time it took you to complete the painting. Yeah. Also the reason I was exhausted.
Oh no.
This is my person who, beyond me, loves texture like you would not believe and just flat out did her own thing. It'll end up being okay once she's done with it, but you can see she got very little of the blue done because she has so much texture on there. She was struggling with what to do with the blue and really didn't want to put the blue on because she's going to cover up all the texture that's there. So I had to convince her that you'll still see the texture. It's just going to be blue and textured.
Right.
This next one is actually very pretty. As I knock everything over. This was my 18-year-old autistic child, very high functioning, very shy, doesn't usually interact well with others, but did, I thought, an awesome job.
I think so.
Stayed right with every direction, didn't ask for a repeat, just kept right on moving, but did her own thing, and I thought did really well.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
They're all pretty.
They're all going to be very unique, and I think will turn out very pretty. It's just going to be, I think, 2 more lessons before they're all done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we got it done in an hour and a half, roughly. And
Which is about what the original class was.
So this
I
is
like yours.
11 by 14. But you can see how they're all different, but they're gold. I just love that gold. Yeah. Well, I had so much fun doing this, Dee. Thanks so much for
Not a problem.
the challenge of it. Okay, guys. So I put out a post today. It had like 5 pictures in it. And I was like, put a heart beside the one you want to do for our calendar piece for February, which is this Saturday, 11 a.m. You're getting that gold. Good, Ari. Get that gold. You can use my link and I get a little bit. I appreciate that support. That gold is, their metallics are amazing. You're gonna love their metallics. I'm not saying it right. Metallics. You're gonna love their metallics because they are amazing. And so I'm just gonna cut the M off of metallics and call it italics and make up my own word. I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you. I can put it in here and pin it. Yeah, I just make up words. I just decide to leave off letters and syllables and things like that. And I've typed this so much. I think I remember it. That's pretty sad. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I have it right. Okay. I also have it written down right here in my box because I will be live on Paint Pixie page. When am I going live on there? It's not until next week, next Tuesday, I think. There, that should be the right link, I think. It should come up, maybe. I don't know. Oh, you say you got it. Okay, good. But anyway, I appreciate it. And so, but you will love their metallics. Thing I like about them is they are opaque. You know how sometimes metallics will be very translucent and you have to underpaint something and then paint on top of it. For these metallics, the thing I think I love the most about them is how opaque they are. They do great in covering stuff. What other color is your favorite? Well, in their chalk paint, I have a couple of favorites in their chalk paint. I love all of their metallics. Honestly, their metallics are just beautiful. But in their magical chalk paints, my ultimate favorite, and I need to like order one of the big bottles, is this French macaron color. And that's my ultimate favorite. This color right here, you just can't go wrong with it. But they have like a little special thing and it's on their website, and it's like, I don't know if all of the colors are, you can select from all of the colors, but I think it's basically like pick 3 paint colors, and I don't know if the metallics are included or not. I don't think so. And you get the sealer free, but I think even the price is cheaper. You'll have to look at the prices and look. But it looked like to me, if I'm remembering correctly, like the price of the 3 is cheaper than ordering just the 3 paints, but double check me on that because I'm not sure I have that right. So I am going to be, I don't know when this is going to happen. They have started putting out little kits, and their next kit that's coming out, Josie should be announcing it sometime, I think the end of this week. They're sending me the kit, and we'll be doing that live sometime real soon on the page, soon as I get it on my page. And I am excited to help launch this kit. It's gonna be a fun one, and it's actually working with their watercolor ink, their watercolor paints, and I have like a ton of watercolor paints that I rarely use, but I have a big old huge bin full of all kinds of watercolor paints. So I'm excited to give this a try. I have not tried their watercolors yet. So I'm excited. No metallic 24 okay. Yeah. But I think that's a better, or maybe it's the same price for 3 and then you get the 1 for free, basically. I think that ends up being like 1 for free or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Their metallics are the bomb. But it's gonna take a minute for this to dry. So I'll put a sealer on it after it's all dry. So we are gonna do so Saturday, mark your calendar, 11 a.m. We'll be doing the February calendar piece. That was our January piece. We're going to be doing the February piece. We have so far in the running by like a grand mile stretch are the two little pigs that are in like a little heart wreath. And so they have like, I don't know, 30 some votes for that one, and the rest of them are sitting at like maybe 3. I think one has 3, and I think the other has 1, and I think there's a few there that have like no votes whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, there's a clear winner here so far. But and if you're in my private group, the barrel racer, I uploaded the videos for that today. I'll have everything else in a little bit uploaded for that. And the fox is going to be uploaded tomorrow. And so that will be uploaded tomorrow. And I'm going to have Dee send me the instructions for this. Or maybe, I don't know how to give this to the group. So she may not want to send me the instructions. So I won't say that. Y'all didn't hear me say that. Anyway, all right. Well, y'all can go back and you can follow along. You can watch the replay, follow along, and do this. You know, and if you didn't have a neon orange, I want to see what happens when I put it on a black light. But if you didn't have the neon orange, you could use like just a really bright yellow. That would be very pretty too. But anyway, the money shot. Facebook always does such stupid images of me. So, all right. Well, y'all have a good night, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a happy Valentine's. I hope you have a sweetheart that is good to you. And if not, buy yourself your flowers and your whatever, and hold your own hand, or however that song goes, right? And so I can buy myself flowers. Y'all don't want me singing, but y'all know the song. I know y'all heard the song because it's like all over everywhere. And so y'all have a happy Valentine's, and I hope somebody gives y'all chocolate. If not, go buy your own chocolate, because Valentine's shouldn't go by without having something chocolate. And so you don't have to have roses, but chocolate is a must. And anyway, and then, I'll see you on Wednesday at 8 p.m. You'll have a good night. Bye, Dee. Thank you so much.
Bye. Good night, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Bye.